Hello, everyone. Let's see here. It says today we're going to be looking at the DC Build-A-Figure King Shark from the wave of the same name. So, yeah, I'm not a DC fan at all. I take that back. I'm a very limited DC fan, mainly limited to the cartoons, the movies, etc. Never was a fan of the Flash, but my daughter is a huge fan. So we were walking through a local consignment store here that has build a figures, some DC stuff. She saw this and she about fell over herself. It's an attention getter, no doubt about it. So I started looking at it, thinking, "Wow, that's that's pretty nice." I think a lot of the DC figures at the time were not so much. So I was slow to get there. But every time I saw this guy, I'm sitting here thinking, man, he just jumps off the shelf. So um, when I sort of passed the initial phase of Marvel Legends collecting, I decided it was time to branch out, and this was one of my very first targets. Now he's not cheap. He's not easy to find, not easy to put together. I understand that the figures that come in this wave are not exactly the most desirable. I don't think I have any of them. If I do, I've bought them loose. So I bought this guy complete. He also comes with a hammerhead. Let's just take a look at him, shall we? So, yeah, King Shark. Close up his mouth there. That's one of the definitely cool features. Is a mouth that will move, head, not so much. But let's get a look at it. So you've got your front-facing view there. Turn to the side. Great battle scars here. Now, because he's a shark, you could intimate that maybe those had come from a little bit of the sexy time. Yeah, he's awesome. You get a look at the gills right here. Some of the frilling around the gills. Again, lots more battle scars. Getting a look at his chest here. You see a lot more battle scarring. See the paint, the detail. The sculpt in and of itself is pretty impressive as far as the amount of detail that they were able to capture on there. Um, obviously he's got the DC legs, which I know a lot of people are not a huge fan of. I don't much care. Yeah, about the hips. Are they perfect? No. Are they functional? Yeah. Are you often going to be seeing a character of this size ever doing anything like that anyway? Probably not. But the fact that he can do it at least does provide for some posability. And when you're taking pictures, are you trying to make it look real? Or, yeah, I guess I don't. I try to make no mistake about the fact that, I take pictures of toys. I'm not trying to make them look real. Otherwise, I would get into art or something like that, or cartoons, or hell, filmmaking. But getting a look at the back side of him here, just straighten him out, put him on the turntable. All right, so you see the jeans there. It looks like that's where all of his information really is. It's from 2016. Getting a look at the feet. It's got those nice painted nails. I'm sure they're not painted for him, but I've never seen a shark's nails, so I guess they're taking some liberties. There's a little bit of paint and a little bit of chipping there. Do I care? No. So, looking at him though, no doubt about it. Dude is a shark on a man body. He's big, very noticeable on the shelf. A lot of fun to play with. Let's see here. Let's take a look at his articulation. Shut this off. So, arms do go out. Got the bicep cut. Limited elbows. Arm that size. That's really just is what it is. Let's see here. The other hand is a fist. Again, you get the same amount of articulation. Oops. hands will not go in a great deal just because the limited articulation of the elbows mainly. I know that double jointed elbows are like a huge thing for people. When a character is this size, it matters a lot less to me. Yeah. Getting a look inside that mouth. You can tell they took some time with this, including the progression life of shark teeth. Little bit of paint. It looks like it maybe leaked in when it was wet on some of the teeth, but it also makes for, well, maybe he just got done eating something too. Got the tongue in there. Not a great deal of detail on the top side, but they did put a little bit of curvature on there. The pink is throughout. Legs, about 90 degrees. Got your feet. Not much of no ankle pivot at all. But he has no problem in holding a pose for you, and an intimidating one at that. I guess let me show you some scale-wise, as you'd expect. Dude's big. He should be. So let's see here. What do I got standing up at the 6-inch range? Here we go. Let's put him next to Joker there, and you can kind of see the huge size difference there. No doubt about it. This is a big figure, and he takes up some shelf space, but in a very intimidating and fun to look at way. So that's my take on this guy. He's not cheap. If you can find him and you can afford him, or you can trade for him, it's a great acquisition. Like I said, one of the more noticeable figures on my shelf. I think he's part of mainly the Flash, but obviously he can, work with just about any DC setup you have. So that's my take. If you can get it, get it. That's my take. All right, take it easy.